Hi, I hope you are okay today, and if not, I hope that this challenge pass as best form for you and the benefit for others, right? With the best benefit for all of us. Well, welcome to this video today. Today I want to talk about meditate, how to do that connection, but from another point of view, not as think that you need to go at any place and do some positions, body positions like sit, put your hands like this and inhale and exhale and sit and feel that it is really difficult for you to do that meditation, right? To do that activity. What I want to talk to you is about how to connect with your inner in less than 5 minutes and do that process to be more connected with the origin, with whatever you think that is the beginning of this existence, of this life, and start to report it as like a newspaper, like a notice to that uh, manager, for example, for say that something to that origin, to tell it what is happening now in your life, right? Whatever that origin do with that information will bring you more tools or more perspective, another point of view or vision to act for that situation or have a different experience in this life, right? uh, when you meditate, it is an option that it starts with something that sometimes we forget a lot, that is bring us something to ourselves. Sometimes we are more in the role that I need to bring to others, and I need to give others more for myself that do it for me, that connect with me first, and then I can do it for others. Maybe we think that if we do that process, we are getting more tools, more benefits, we are more blessing, but it is just a perception that we have in that moment. But what do we do not see, it is that, for example, if we are uh, an object that, for example, could be a base. If we are a base, right, and this base has an enter in the top and has a little hole in the end, right, and we have this base, and if we start to put in water in that base, it start to get out for that little hole, but it is not as relevant because you continue bring more water in the base. But what will happen if you stop to bring water in that base? The level of the water will start to be down, right? Down, 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 until it is empty, that base, and no more water runs to others, right? So imagine that you are that base. If you don't start to bring to you and give first to you, how you can give to others? How can you do all the magic with others to give others the things that you think that they need? How to split the abundance that you already have if you do not receive it first? How you can share to others the knowledge if you don't study first, if you don't get it at the beginning, right? So the first action here, it is that we connect with ourselves, right? And this is not ego, it is something that we need to understand the ego. It is just to look in you some portions of yourself that you need to work, or that you need to how can I say, hang and accept about yourself, because it is a signal or as a map that is telling you, hey, you need to look here, hey, you need to look here. But sometimes we don't want to see it. We just pass away and the signal starts here. And sometimes we think that is ego, and we don't put the attention that is necessary, right? So when we start to do the meditation, it is a connection with ourselves, and this brings us the time and the space for us. And with that action, you bring a lot of abundance, because you put it yourself as the beginning for that first step. You look to yourself and say, I'm really important, that I will give me that space, that time. And when you start to do that meditations or that process, it is in Spanish that I give to myself, but also invite me to the action. What I bring to me, it will be a concept, it will be a new perspective, it will be a gift, what will be what I want to live, right? How, how I will live it. So when you start connect with that process, it is connect with yourself and then move on and then do that action with that tools that you already bring to yourself, or that blessings that you are already getting, right? So it is not necessary that you need to go for a specific place to do that meditation. You can do it in your house, uh, in your bedroom, just 5 minutes before you go to sleep. Just 5 minutes are needed for do it. And what you are going to do, it is to connect whatever you think it is the origin of this life, of this universe, right? I don't want to say with some God or some concept or some religion, because I don't want to take out everybody and just focus in one. Since we are humans in this planet, we are all the same. We have different characteristics, and we have different tools, different scenarios that we live, but all of us are in this planet, right? So as a kind of point, we are the same. So in this case, this meditation process is for everybody. Every human in this planet can do it. So what you are going to do is, before you start to sleep, 5 minutes before, you say that for you on permission, connect with the origin, whatever you believe, right? And when you that connection, you start to see in your mind your day from the beginning, since you open your eyes until that period of time before to go to bed, and you start seeing your day as you see a movie or pictures, and you start, maybe at the first dates, you start remember what you do. If you get up, if you go to the bathroom, if you have the lunch, if you go to the mall, if you have some conversation with your friends, if you have a disappointment with someone, or you have a strong fight with someone that does not think as the form that you think, that was a hard conversation between of you. But also, if you get a gift from someone, if you buy an ice cream, whatever you do in your day, you start to recording, right? Remember and see it as a movie in your mind. When you finish, you say, okay, I um, I am, and you say your name, complete name, and then you say from your address, and then you say your country, and after that you say that you are from the Earth planet, from the solar system number 3, and that's all. At the beginning, maybe it takes you like 10 minutes, more or less. It could be less, but it will give you a lot of benefits. And with the time that you start practicing, you start to view that remember your day, it will be really easy. And what is important to do this connection and this kind of meditation? Because you are doing some space to bring another kind of day at the next day. It is a book called Miracle Course, or a Course of Miracles, that mentioned that the day is built in the night, right? So why the night? Because it's the abstract. It is the most it is the, how can I say, it is the abstract. It is what it is where the time is really fast. It is the time that passed really quickly, and it's really active, right? So that's why in the night it is bring the, or is built the next day. So it is important that we do some space in our lives and take out all what we live in this day, for example, before we go to sleep, because that will bring more information to that origin. So the origin get that reference that this person lived this and that. Maybe if I send this new tool, how it will live it, right? Um, and that's why you start to getting more consciousness about yourself and the the position that you have in this planet, how you are connected with it, and how this planet is referenced with the sun, and how it is getting the message through them, right? um, Feel that you are a part for something bigger than yourself and your family, your community, your state, your country. Maybe it is to be more in conscious that we are humans living in this planet, and we are more than just humans. We are connected with something more higher than us, um, something that is give us the tool to live this life experience, right? So when you do that kind of meditation, you start to be more conscious. So the next day, maybe you notice some difference, and you can say, this day it is not as same as the before one, right? And if you do every day this action, you will see how this process it will change, and maybe you start to notice some advances, some benefits with this practice. Maybe you start to see different your context. Maybe it is taking you less time to do some activities, and you start to get more movement. I think that you feel that you can do the things really fast as before that you do it. You see that benefits, or maybe you start to see that your relationship with yourself it will change. Maybe you are not a lot of time in the mood that you are really angry, or maybe there is some actions that before make you angry now are not make you angry, that you can able to see as different forms, right? And maybe not as happy as you will, but maybe to see it as different point that you can pass that situation without putting more effort or more energy on that situation, right? Because sometimes uh, what we do is to polarize, and we say this action was really good or was really bad for me, but that is not the most important. The most important is that I live this action, or I'm living this process, or I'm living this challenge. So the most important is to live that process, and for live it no one can be done for you. It is for example, as when you buy some shoes, uh, the form that you buy it, it will not be the same as other, in even inside in your family, because your feet are really particular. Even that um, some or more people has the same size as you have it, but the form of your feet is different, and the form that you buy that shoes, it will be depend the situation, right? If you want to buy it for do some exercise, or buy it for go to a gala, or buy it for go to a presentation in another film, or have an exposition with some customer, or have a special moment, an anniversary, or another special time that your clothes needs that kind of shoes, right? Or maybe just relax in the beach and do not have problem with the sun in there, right? So it depends of the situation, the type of shoes that you will have, right? It is the same with the meditation. It is the same with this process. It depends on what you need. It is the form that it will be appears to you. I think that if you are seeing this video is because of the vibration, the movement that we already have now, and the knowledge that you already have to start see this kind of information. But also I try to bring in as easy form to practice, so if someone else does not understand more about to be more conscious of yourself, or have this spirituality connection, or be more interactive with our guidance, um, our helpers like the angels or other forms, because not everybody thinks that just the angels can give us guidance. It will be another maybe persons or personage in the past that was really important, or maybe other kind of form that we getting the tools to continue this experience of life, right? But with this process, if you start doing, you start see the changes and be more connect with yourself. So that's why today we bring you this information. Meditate, it is not just related to listen some kind of music. You can do it if you want it, but it is not related just with us. It is not to go to a specific space and put some specific forms your hands and your legs, or to have a lot of experience to do it, or a lot of knowledge about to process it. It could be any 5 minutes that you have in the day. Just is the most important that you do the action, that you connect with yourself and bring that information to the origin, in order to start to see different what is around to you, in order to be more connected with this planet, with this higher conscience, if you want to say, as a form, or it and be more present in the now. Forget about the future and the past. Do not be stuck with a situation that you know that it is time to move on, that uh, your cycle for that process it need to be closed, and move on to the next step, right? A few action, a little action that you can do is meditate. Other actions can be to start looking for more spiritual connection, look for other teachers, not just myself. Look for other ones that can give you more guidance. uh, if you want to have more expertise, the most important is not the information, it is do it. And just I want to bring you the form as easy form that you can do it. It will be someone that is really more prepared for do these actions, and it is more conscious or have another level of conscience than myself. But what I'm trying to bring today, it is an easy form for everybody that will bring to the every human, if know the topic or not, if have previous knowledge or not, to practice it and start to see the results of doing this action. And when you start to do it, it will be sometimes that you forget to do it, but I'm really sure that if you see all the benefits that will start at first to do it, I don't think that you forget it. It will be an habit that when you start it, it is for all the life, for all the rest of your life. So it is really cool to do it and start to practicing since April, and I see a lot of progress in myself, in my life, and this process. And I really and highly recommend to you to start to do it, to start to connect more with yourself and be conscious what is around and what is around your context, and be more uh, feeling as part of the planet as human beings. We do not have difference between us. If we see what it contains the planet has everything, has the vegetables, the plants, the water, the animals, and us, right? And so we all together are just one planet. Everyone that is belongs to this planet, it is part of this planet. uh, we are part of the same. So the planet does not belongs to us, we belongs to the planet. And when you start to see us this far, it it gives you more conscience that you have a specific activity or a specific action to live in this planet. So if you in the past question and get more questions about what I'm in this life, what is the proposal for this life, why I need to leave this situation, well, it is because I need to learn something about that situation. I need to take out some tools from that situation and realize that I can do and pass those kinds of experience in this life, and do not have doubt that I can do it because all the tools are around me and are inside me and I can bring it. Just be conscious that they are. So when we do that report to that origin, we are telling to the origin, okay, I'm living this experience, and it is important that you have the knowledge what I'm doing, and just know it. So the origin can say, okay, I want to extend this experience, I want to extend this kind of situation, or I want to live another experience, or now uh, this human have the tools to move on to the next challenge, right? And that's some of the benefits to do this practice, because as a video game that you have your character or your player, um, that player can get more tools when you pass some kind of experience or some challenge, and after that maybe you do an extra activity and you have a bonus or you have another kind of gift, and it is as same as a video game. It is the same with us. That's why the technology tell us as a big zoom, as a big mirror for us, a big window to see through it how we need to act in this life, how we can unblock those tools for us, right? How do that in the video game? Maybe the tools are in the scenario, but are blocked until we do some actions. In the life, it's the same. It's the same. It's the same relation with us. We need to unblock some activities in order we bring all the tools to this reality, right? Okay, so this is the comment for today. I really recommend that you start to do the meditation. It is called derivate in Spanish, and if you have doubts about how to do it, just let me know in the message and I can try to explain a little more or give you the link when you can go and start to see from my teacher how she explained to do it. But the most important is that you try it. If you don't try it, you don't know uh, well, how will be the result, or how it is working, or what is the convenience for do it, right? If you have other question about the reality, uh, you can contact me through the social media as Miriam Catalina or Miriam Catalina 157 on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, of course from YouTube, right? And we can have um, a meeting through Zoom, to Google Meet, that we can connect. So don't be afraid for how we can connect us. The most important is that you get the information, and also if you need help for close cycles, not just for the ones that already pass away, the lowest ones that are in another plane, that maybe it is not the physic as we are. Also I can help you in that process too. For closing the video today, I'm going to bring the message from our guidance. So here are the cards. Just think the question that you have, connect with your heart and your mind, and feel it, and open your conscience, open your perception to see what your guidance wants to tell you. Okay, they bring me two cards, right? The first one, it is conscience awareness, and it tells you that your future, it is telling you in this moment, so you can go to this guidance. Okay, for your future you can go with this guidance. Give you the chance to say I don't know, to go to the I know, right? These symptoms, or maybe these feelings, are part of your awareness, so you can continue. Maybe it's some kind of fun, you question if you need to continue this with this self connection, or with this find more information about these topics. So the message is that you can continue with it, and also you will get consciences when you see your errors or your failures. Why it is more important now, the failure, than the wins, right? When you failure, it gives you the, or when you see the error, uh, it will bring you the opportunity to see what you do and what is happening around your context, and then connect in another kind of form. Maybe you say, okay, sorry, for practice this new exercise, I need to have a different kind of food, because that exercise requires more energy that I already have. Maybe we think that we already consume all the food that will bring me the energy that I need, right? But if we enter to and doing some exercise that needs more uh, effort, and it is more consumer of resources that we have, maybe we need to start to change the kind of food. that is that is when you see that's different, the error. Maybe because the error could be that you really out of energy at the end of the activity, or in the middle, that you cannot conclude that session of activity, that it is stopped because you don't feel well, you start to be dizzy. It is not uh, it is not breathe inside and outside, that you start to increase your hair uh, rhyme. It starts the movement of your hair. It start to bring more how can I say, alteration in your breath, and you need to stop the right activity, right? But it is not because you don't know how to breathe. It is more related about the resources that you already have, because the food that you ate before, it was just a kind of type of life that you have, and some activities that you do, right? For that activities was enough. But when you enter new activities that request more effort, that request more brain activity, that request more muscle activity, you need more food with energy, food that brings you that energy for do that activity. So that will be a different form to see that it is not possible that I cannot do that activity. It is the form that I'm doing it, or it is the resource that I already have that are not enough for do that activity. So in this case, when you see what is happen, and you can connect that it is your food, and the food that you're eating, it is not enough to get the energy for that activity, you have the club, and so you know what to do. So that is how they invite you to see the failures and the errors as challenge, and see it with another eyes, and see what you can modify with the resources that you already have, right? And the other card, it is quantic healthness, and they say explore the quantic healthness. You are ready um, in health. Look for look back if you are really be limited for your current conscience, what are current beliefs. Work with your mind. What are those topics or those taboos that you already have enclosed with your mind that do not give you that chance to live new experience? That maybe those thoughts are not the ones that you need to move on, are the ones that you need to forget. That maybe that is how can I say, that maybe those are a wall that you need to bring down to move on and discover the what is after that wall. So stop doing those walls. Don't think that you know everything and be sure that there is something else to learn, that there is something new to practice, that is something that maybe requires you to forget some laws, some uh, yeah, some laws, some topics that in the past someone tells you but are not the reality, that some how can I say, mm, in Spanish the word is creencias, but okay, uh, those beliefs that you already have from the past that maybe was teach to you from someone that has in a position of power but are not valid now. For example, mm, that could be that if you are stand up without shoes and without socks in the floor, maybe you get flu, for example, right? Um, that could be a belief uh, that in your family was bring to you since you are a child, but you know now that is no reality that happened to you, but as they told you a lot of maybe you are stopping to be more comfortable to stand up without shoes in the floor, or maybe to get the texture about the grass the grass in the park, right? Or do that activity in the yoga practice without the shoes, right? That you maybe think that you can split and have an accident, but you see other people that they can do easily without shoes, without any barrier that stop the split, right? So it's related with that beliefs that are not valid anymore now. So just be conscious about them, review if you feel that you cannot move on the next step. Just review if you are not relating that situation with some topic or some belief that someone in the past told you. In the past could be your teachers, your mother, your father, your aunts, your grandparents, someone that has the authority uh, to the child. And since the child, uh, as we don't know how to do it, how to live it, and just our references around to us, we believe what they tell us, but never question us or ask for more information or question what they tell us it is the truth, right? So they invite you to do that reference. And also, maybe you feel that you don't have enough time. This is the third one. And it is about that you have a bad perception of the time. It is enough, just you need to uh, do a plan or be more conscious where is your time waste as you think that is waste. For example, mm, maybe you think that you just can do one or two things in the day as particular thing for you, after do the work and after do the activities in the house or maybe with your family. But if you start a list where is your putting more time and start to see if there is a time that is not consumed or it is a waste of time for this kind of point in your life, maybe you just switch the activity for that time for the new activity that you want to do. So in that case you are going to see that you have enough time to do the activities, or see how you can do it as parallel with other activities. For example, maybe you want to increase your exercise time, but the time that you have, you use it for cleaning the house. So maybe instead to use the robot to clean the floor, maybe you can switch to the sweep and start to sweep the floor, right? Or maybe instead of use the elevator to go to your department, start to using the stairs. It will be just small changes, but it will bring you the activity at the end that you want to do. What you want to do exercise, forgo other space to see other people, or just encourage the exercise of your body, do the movement of your body. It is just the movement of your body. Okay, do that exercise. You can do it with the activities that you already do, but it is to know other persons, or uh, have conversations with different people. Maybe you already do it, but you are not conscious that you do it. Or see if you are putting a lot of time to see, I don't know, movies or series. Maybe just try to reduce or select just one series, or see one movie, and the time that you bring to the other movie or series that you was checking, bring to go out and see other person, do that practice. So it is just to check the form that you can split your time, right? So the time is enough. Just it is find the form that you can adapt to your life, right? And connect with the origin. All the topic that you see today about the meditation, about to bring to the origin all the report or the news of how we are living our life, and so the origin can return back whatever it is needed, right? It is something in the same book that I told you, that is A Course of Miracles, that I tell you, you are in the right place. uh, okay, it tells us why do you think that you are not in the right place now? Why do you think that you are in the incorrect one? So when you thinking and you think that it is some higher that uh, bring us all this reality, and we are just a portion of that reality, and we are part of the planet, why do you think that you are not in the correct situation, in the correct moment, in the correct position? Why do you think that this life it is not the correct for you? So if you start to think, okay, I need to live this, but why? And what it will be the benefit to live this situation? What will be the benefit to live that experience? What we are the knowledge that is bring to me for living this process, or what I get to live this process, right? So it start to change the form that you see your life. So that why it's important to bring that information to the origin, because if we don't tell the origin what is happening, how knows what we need, or how it knows that it need to unblock that tool, that we already do the activity. Hey, I passed this level, bring me my treasure, right? Bring me the tool, bring me the abundance, or the next step, right? Okay, so this is all for today, and we see us in another video. Bye bye.